Okay. All right, everyone. Welcome back to Precision Options and Futures ES Breakdown. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, ES. What the hell happened? I know in my last video, I said I was expecting, I was cautiously bullish. I was looking for a move up towards this 4680 to 4700 area. We obviously did not get that. This started selling off late last night. Dropped down to 4636. So I knew things were getting a little dicey there. And then once it broke and closed below hourly, below 4640, I knew we were in trouble because this was a key level right here. I mean, obviously significant level right here, right? And then we came down, so we came down, consolidated, another big move down, consolidated, and then we tested this trend line here. Started to come back up, but more of like a bear flag type thing. Another leg down, consolidate, another leg down, right? And this came down to 45.63. The low of the day came in at 45.60 and gave us a little bit of a bounce. In fact, this bounced up earlier to almost 4,600, but just couldn't break back above that. And you can see it after it broke below the trend line, came up, tested it again, and got rejected by it. So, obviously, we're in a little bit of murky water here. Definitely not looking good for the bulls at all. All right, here's a zoomed out picture. Like I said, there's that trend line that we broke. So what's our downside target? So let's pull out the Fibonacci's. All right. Swing high, swing low. Okay. All right. So basically, I am looking for possibly 45.08 to get hit on the downside, or even 44.27. That's the 1618 extension, which is right around the 200 period moving average on the daily, which you can see we have not hit for a very long time. So, maybe it's time that we finally came back to visit that. If we happen to hit that 4,400 area, I will absolutely be buying, at least for a transient bounce. I think we at least get a decent 100-point bounce from that level. We'll see where we go from there after that. So that's kind of my plan moving forward. We might see a bounce tomorrow just because, we kind of got a little oversold today. So it's possible that we retrace back up to 45.90, 4600. I wouldn't be surprised if they try and fake everyone out and run up to 4610, even as high as 4630, 4640. I really wouldn't be surprised at this point. They're pulling out all the tricks here lately. Let's take a look at the VIX. Okay. Oh, come on. All right. So, now one thing to note, although we did take out the most recent low on ES, the recent high on VIX is 23.05. The high of this most recent one was 22.9. So we did not quite yet take that out. But this is looking pretty bullish for the VIX. We could easily come up and test this 25 area if we get some follow through on the downside. So keeping an eye on that. Let's see, TNX. I think this was another thing that kind of led to this. Everyone's a little freaked out about the yields going up. Look at this big gap up, 5.25% up. We're up to 1.866. Broke above this most recent high. Let's pull up the weekly here. We gapped up over the 200 period moving average. I was thinking, you know, maybe we'll get a little pullback here at the 200 period moving average on the weekly. No dice. We gapped up right over it. So what's our next target? Right over here in this 1.9 to 1.97 area. Might as well call it 2. Possibly then we hit that spot and then we cool off and then maybe tech sees a rally. I don't know. Let's take a look at the Russell because it's also equally as ugly. Let's pull up the daily here. Okay. So right at the bottom of this range that we've been trading in for the past, you know, over a year now, right? So we actually hit, what was the low? 2089.3. I think the low here was 2084. But still, I mean, if we break below this, you know, we're basically looking right around here. We're basically looking to test this 2032 level if this 2085 area breaks. We're definitely looking for 2032 on the downside. I'll probably try to buy down there if we get that move down. The Dow also had a pretty rough day today. Again, broke this trend line here, so not looking good for the bulls. Closed below this previous point of control, so you know, volume's pretty thin here down to around the 200 period moving average again. So again, I would not be surprised if we test the 34,860 area on the Dow. Again, you know, very oversold today. Came down about, I can't be right. Well, it came down about 1.5%. So we might see a little relief rally, possibly up to this 35,500 area or just shy of it, maybe even 35,400 before the next move down. So if you're going to try and short it, I wouldn't rush in here. I would at least wait for a little relief rally. So, you know, there we have it, folks. I mean, definitely looking a little bearish here heading into the big earnings. You know, we'll just have to play it level by level and kind of see where we go. Next level down, 45.23. Yeah, I mean, that's the next low to be tested, is this 45.23 area, which coincides with that first 1272 extension around 45.08. So be on the lookout for another drop in the ES. But if we do get a relief rally, I'll be definitely looking to scale back in short to see if we can get that move down to the low 4500s or even the low 4400s. So, all right, guys, if you have any questions, head on over to the Telegram and ask in the chat room. Until next time, have a good night, folks.